Ahoy, people. Greetings. Can't believe it's already afternoon. I intended to do this video in the morning, but coming out of bed was a bit tricky today. Yeah, which is one reason why I'm doing the video anyway. Yeah, I'm in day 2 post-vaccination, and I did promise that I was going to share with you whatever side effects I may or may not experience. I'm sure, as you can see, I'm alive and kicking, so to speak. But that's not to say I have not been experiencing side effects. I wouldn't want to lie. But first of all, a disclaimer. After my video yesterday, I had a few background conversations with people. When I say backgrounds, I mean behind the scenes. That's in my messenger. People expressing their opinions and views, which is allowed because it's a free world we live in. But one comment caught my eye, which wasn't really on Messenger. It was actually on the video itself. I think it was made while I was doing the live, but I didn't get to see it. Somebody said it sounded like I was selling the vaccine to people. And this is what I'll say to that. I'm not selling no vaccine. I'm not being paid to say anything about it. I never said I was representing anybody. What I said clearly right from the start was I was sharing my personal experience and my personal feelings and views about the vaccination. Now, how that amounts to selling, I don't know. But anyway, I guess in a roundabout way, whenever we express our views, we are trying to get people to look at things from our own perspectives, at most. But at the very least, we are trying to get people to think broadly rather than just focusing on how they see things or how they believe things. It's probably, I'd say, a matter of opening up pathways to open minds, to open views, which is all I was doing yesterday. A lot of people would like to have the vaccination because they are more afraid of the virus than whatever comes with the vaccination, but they are scared because they don't know what's going to happen. And people sharing their own experiences gives those people an idea of what to expect. Fine, when people make things, they have these leaflets. I showed one yesterday where they explain whatever they've made, whatever it is for, whatever to expect, possible side effects, the uses and all those things. But sometimes reading something does not really convict you to take action or not to take action. Or rather, should I say, it does not convict you to make a decision. And when people share their own experiences, it helps you to make a decision. That is not to say somebody's making the decision for you. No, it's just a way of encouraging people maybe to think about a decision they may be procrastinating about, a decision they may be avoiding, a decision they may be afraid of, and things like that. Give them things to consider to help them make a decision, and that's what I was doing. Now, if that's called selling, then fine. I accept I was selling. But one thing I can say about that is it leaves everybody free to make their own choices. So whatever I'm sharing here, I'm not instructing anybody and I'm not selling to anybody because I'm not being paid. As far as I'm concerned, if I'm selling something, there has to be a price tag on it. and this has no price tag on it. I had the vaccination myself because I wanted to protect myself, and I wanted to protect my family, and I wanted to protect my community. I believe that is what I'm doing. I had COVID-19. I know what it's like, and I don't wish it on anybody. I've been saying this since last year, and so some of the choices and decisions I'm making are based on that emotion, that I don't wish it on anybody else. So if I can do my part to protect people, to prevent people catching it, then I'll do it. So yeah. Yesterday, the whole day went by with me in the back of my mind, kind of checking to see what the side effects were going to be. One that I had within a few hours was the headache. But as I said yesterday, it wasn't a major life-changing headache. No, I took paracetamol every 4 hours. That helped. I still have the headache now. Like light, for instance, is, kind of affecting this bit of my head and going into the headache. But when I take paracetamol, it's alleviating the symptoms. One other symptom that I experienced last night and today was itchy skin. My skin is itching. Though I don't have a rash, but it's itching. I was scratching. And when I looked at the flyer that I was given, there is actually something about it that some people have experiencing itchy skin. So I experienced itchy skin in addition to the headache and in addition to the tiredness, or should I say lethargy. It's when you're lethargic, it's like you're there but you're not totally there. When people say I'm not myself, that's how I've been feeling. But as I always say, as a coach, I say don't feed too much into negative. Challenge it. So I challenged that feeling of lethargy, that feeling of tiredness, that feeling of I want to sleep. I feel like right now as I'm speaking, I feel like it would be so nice for me to just lie down and sleep the whole day. But then I really don't believe in that myself. I'm not saying to anybody don't sleep. Personally, I believe I heal quicker when I challenge the symptoms. Whether I challenge them by medication or activities, that's me. So yesterday I challenged that feeling by engaging in an activity that I do every Tuesday, a community platform where we have sessions every Tuesday from 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock usually. Sometimes it overflows into 4 o'clock because we'll be enjoying ourselves. So though in the morning I had thought, you know what, I feel too lethargic, I feel too drained, and I feel too tired to join in this. Maybe I should skip it. But then I said to myself, what are you always saying about challenging negativity? So I then decided I'll join in, do as much as I can. If it proved to be too much, then I would drop out at whatever point I felt it was too much for me. But I actually went through the whole session, enjoyed it immensely. We talked about communication, which is what I'm doing right now, communicating. Yeah, and today I have my usual routine for Wednesday. We have another craft activity from 1 o'clock. And yeah, I still feel lethargic. I still have that headache. I took paracetamol about 2 hours ago, and the headache sort of eased. And I know it's going to start creeping again maybe in a bit, and I'll take some more paracetamol and I'll engage in that group. I believe when I keep active, I don't focus too much on the pain, on the fear, on the anxiety, in general, on the negativity. And when I'm with other people, we encourage each other. So, craft session this afternoon. If you're interested, actually, we're starting at 1 o'clock. If you're interested, send me a message. I'll send you a link, a Zoom link where you can join. We do different crafts there. I think today we are doing accessories from t-shirts, and somebody is going to be showing us how to knit, and then somebody is going to show us how to crochet. So we have slots where different people share what they can do. I'm sharing the t-shirt accessories bit. Somebody else is going to show us the knitting bit. And then we actually have a knitting project that we're doing, knitting a little house. And then somebody else is going to show us how to crochet. That will pass time, and that will stop me focusing on the side effects. My joints feel weak, and I just feel tired, kind of, and a bit fuzzy in the head. But thank God it's not as serious as I had imagined when I was listening to people talking about the vaccination and the possible effects and all these things. So I'm quite sure in a day or two, I'm going to be up and about, back in form, my usual self, but with an added bonus of feeling a bit more safe. Am I going to stop being cautious? No, because nobody ever said the vaccination was a cure. It reduces your chances of catching the virus. Reduces it a great deal, which is what gives me that comfort that I'm protecting myself. And I work with vulnerable people, very vulnerable people. And it so gives me comfort to know that I've done my part to make sure that I don't transfer a virus to them or to anybody, rather, in my community. So yeah, I haven't really experienced serious side effects. The few that I've mentioned. My memory is still like, but I'm thinking it's not the vaccine, because I have been having this problem before the vaccine. So I think it's just a continuation of whatever it is has been going on in the background before I took the vaccination. Actually, that memory problem is what convicted and convinced me to take the vaccine, because it is, as far as I'm concerned and my doctor's concerned, it's part of what they call long COVID symptoms. So yeah, when you see what I'm going through, what I've gone through in the last year, you probably can understand why I've made that personal choice to get vaccinated. I don't want a repeat of that experience. I don't want to exacerbate it. I don't want to worsen it. And I want to protect others from going through what I've gone through. Yesterday, I became a bit emotional because it's not been easy. Trust me, I'm always smiling. That's just who I am. Sometimes I smile when I'm crying inside. That's just who I am. So if I don't share with people what I actually feel, what I actually experience, people will probably think my life is perfect all the time. It's not. Anyway, I just thought I'd pop in, do that short video, share my experience. This is day 2. Tomorrow I'll share again, but by end of day tomorrow, if I'm still not experiencing anything drastic, I will sign off, I will pen off and conclude that I'm on the other side, safer than I was the day before yesterday. I love you guys, and that's the reason why I talk to you. That's the reason why I share. That's the reason why I coach, because I believe in people living the best kind of life that's available to them at any given time, any given place. Take care, guys. Have a fruitful day, and God loves you. Bye bye. No. I'm trying to finish this video.